Okay, so I have to do this really fast because I only have 9 minutes on my camera memory, and that's probably not going to be enough time. So here goes. I'm sorry I haven't made a video in the past 2 weeks, because once again, I have nothing to make a video about. But I have finished my forensic speech thingamabobber. Forensic season is not until January, and for those of you who don't know what forensics is, when you're in high school, it's like this nerd group thing. It's basically just you read poems or stories, or you make speeches or something, and then you just perform it, and then you get graded on how well you do, and you can make it to state, and then you can get a little like ribbon or whatever, and then that's a big deal. So alright, this is mine. It's in the rough draft. I don't have any introductions yet, but I'm getting there. Here I go. A wrinkly blue ribbon, 2 inches thick and 2 feet long, hangs from a rope tied to rafters in my basement. A hidden and silent reminder of what my life used to be like. This ribbon has been around my neck, choked me, bruised me, caused my heart to race, to anticipate its coming. It has turned my face purple. I am the only person who has ever touched this ribbon. I have done these things to myself. I have done them in hope of dying, while gazing at the endless tears streaming down my face in my bedroom mirror. Then I have been saved. A shout. "Mitzi, can I come in?" Stopped it all. Stopped my dimming vision, tingling lips filled with trapped blood, pulsing neck, wobbling legs, eyes rolling back. Seconds from death, my father unknowingly prevents my bliss. Seconds from escape, I am once again bolted to the ground. I am once again forced to reply with an oh so weak lie. "I'm changing, hold on." Preventing his questions, making sure he didn't walk in to see his only left living daughter, blue ribbon in hand, gasping for air. My face beat red, bloodshot eyes, makeup running down my cheeks. I stumbled backwards, tipped forward, and almost fainted from the rush. He didn't see it. He didn't see any of it. He didn't notice my hidden wrists as he eyed all the evidence before him. I knew he saw my red eyes, the ribbon discarded on the floor, my lack of balance. He knew I had been crying. With a raise of his eyebrows, "You okay?" "Yeah, I'm fine, alive and everything." "Don't talk to me like that," was his only response as he stormed out of the room. I had written a poem explaining why I had left him, exactly what about him had finally pushed me too far. Dear Father, you call me Peanut, like I'm still your little girl. You started drinking when you lost this peanut. Asking loudly in that slurred, drunken voice, "How are you, Peanut?" I can smell you across the room. "Fine," I utter, as bitter as can be. "Glad, you say? It's good to hear? If only you'd really heard. Since when did fine merit such praise?" "Since you're drunk. At 5 in the afternoon. The clamor you make as your feet carry you back to the beer, back to your friends. I used to be your friend a long time ago. You'd sit with me, read to me. You praised me, laughed with me, hugged me, loved me. Now it's different. Now you're drunk. Now you have new friends. Now you yell at me, swear at me, glare at me, hit me. I see your hand flinching more and more as you're ignored. Hit me already. Do it. Do it. Hit your peanut. I'm fine. Remember? I staggered into the bathroom, locking the door behind me. I stopped and stared at my reflection. Just stared, as the tears ran freely once again. Searching my eyes for my soul, I needed direction more than I needed to breathe. Every attempt I had made to escape had been foiled. The thought of being trapped one more day scared me. As I contemplated options, I thought of Annie, my best friend. we'd made a promise to stay alive for each other. If that was the only reason left, stay alive for the other. The more I thought, the more I second-guessed. Had we ever even talked about it? I hoped for a while I had made up our promise. If I had, I could still escape, still get away. All of these thoughts ran through my mind, and still I was clueless. I stopped crying, unlocked the bathroom door, now thinking of my mother and the poem I would leave for her, telling her why I had left, just as she had abandoned me. Dear Mother, I know there's not much going for me. You disagree, but there's nothing there. I'm sick of this show I put on every day. It's going to kill me sooner or later. Why not now? My great Broadway show will finally end. Curtain call, curtain fall. A good performance, you say? Oh, what luck I have. Unhurt. What a shame, you'll say, when the main character dies. I never attended your Broadway show. I saw through the curtain as I walked by in the rain. The stage crew, the costumes, I saw it all, unhidden. Curtain call, no one was there. Curtain fall, I still am alone. There was shadows, mistaken for an audience. No one cared enough to buy a ticket. Not even you. I saw your face as you stared through the window, watching me act. Curtain call, you walked away. Curtain fall, I was alone on the stage. Sitting alone once again in my room, I thought of my friend, Madeline. She had written me a poem for my birthday. In the last 2 months, as my life went from happy to sad to even worse, I had always assumed my friends were clueless. But her way with words, how she explained so clearly that she knew me inside and out. Now, she could write a good poem, unlike my flimsy, embarrassing ones. I dug for that poem of hers, to read it, to feel the tears and happiness together, to know she cared about me. She stands tall among the others, moving swiftly through the crowd, head down. For when she looks in the mirror, she sees old clothes, plain face, unruly hair. For when she looks into the mirror, she sees nobody. But when I look up at her, I see beauty, determination, and intelligence. I see the answers against her lips. I see power behind her eyes. I wish she saw what I see every day. For if she did, she stands proud among the others, moving swiftly through the crowd, head up and eyes dancing. Tears fell to the rippled page as I read that last line, knowing I'd leave her, and Annie too. I didn't like it. I grabbed a notebook. I needed to write anything. But no matter what I wrote or who I wrote it to, the pile of paper balls grew beside me. After hours of attempts to get my pain out, I gave up. The little sharp razor in my drawer was calling me. Even when I didn't have the words to write, the pain, it did me well.